everybody.
Hey, first time, cuz.
Absolutely.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Great. I'm doing fine. After a great night last night. And if you're just tuning in, I guess you don't tune in on streaming. You're streaming in, but Westerly High School had a big win last night, 36-7.
Yeah, I think we got 7 in there.
36-7. 36-7, Westerly Bulldogs. And right now you're listening for the first time to the M&M Boys on 321 Media. Woohoo!
Yeah,
wow.
Westerly and bring all Westerly sports. And I'll tell you right now, there's a couple of teams poised for title runs without a doubt. We saw one of them last night. The atmosphere was unbelievable. We're going to have Coach Pizzato on very shortly, and he can go over the ins and the outs, what he thought of the game and injuries as well. Beyond that is obviously we can talk about the girls volleyball team all day long. That's one of the best teams I've seen put together since I've been doing
really?
it.
They really are. I watched the whole thing on 321 the other night.
That was supposed to be their big matchup.
Yeah. When I understand, why do some teams only have 6 games that they've played instead of like 18? Whether you noticed that or not.
Yeah, I did notice that. And they're in division, so it's all their scheduling by the coach. Like, for instance, in football, second place is South Kingstown. They played 6 Division II games. We've only played 3.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, we'll have 4. They'll have 7. But I still coach the schedule. I know Coach Pizzato, he's a czar when it comes down to it. He got used to it in baseball.
I know.
And he did 2 state championships and did a fantastic job of that. And he's brought his knowledge of the RPI system over. Clearly, he makes a challenging schedule, whereas they benefit in some cases even with a loss. Like that Situate Mass team this year, they lost that game, but Situate I don't think lost a game since. And so the Bulldogs aren't being really hurt by that game. They're actually gaining points from that game still. So
they're still gaining points even though they lost the game, which was a really close game run.
Yeah, that would have been a great one to grab. They've definitely turned it around, and now they're in first place in Division II. South Kingstown was in second going into last night. And then there's a little bit of a drop-off. East Providence was number 3, and we beat them 53-10.
Right.
So there's a little bit of a drop-off, and we'll see how it goes. I know the Bulldogs clinched some home game, maybe 2. Again, Coach Pizzato will be able to work on that and let us know all the details. And details on the injury front. There's always bumps and bruises. We hope that's all there is this week. And then it's on to West Warwick next week. Yeah.
That's the only thing. Yeah, West Warwick. Okay. I was going to say about the injuries, but let's just talk a little bit about West Warwick. They've always been on nemesis all through this, even going back into the 50s. West Warwick is like a mirror town of Westerly, the same kind of upstanding, hardworking people, and they seem to give us a lot of problems. Last year they had that guy Branch. Remember him?
Oh yeah, I sure do.
There's no Branches around this year. Got a lot of young guys, but they still got a pretty decent team. So
yeah,
it's going to be a great game to look forward to. I'm assuming the following week there's going to be a home game, at least the following week, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So you got to get up there and support those Bulldogs. Man, they had a big crowd last night supporting the Dogs. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a better vantage point. I was down in the field. I just wanted to be on the field just once. Actually, better up in the stands in a lot of ways. But you had a nice vantage down there.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing like being right down there either. And here we have Coach Pizzato in the wings, and I think producer's gonna pop him up. Hey, how's it going, Coach?
How you doing? Oh, I'm not on yet.
Good.
Oh, am I? I am on. Oh, great. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
You still got a smile on your face from last night, huh?
Oh yeah. It was a great game for us.
So I gotta ask, what did that victory clinch for you, if anything, home game wise or whatnot?
Yeah, so we definitely gonna have home field advantage through until the Super Bowl, obviously, and at a neutral site, and really it's just about picking your jersey color at that point. But we're home through the semifinals, and we'll see if we get the 1 seed. That's still up in the air. We definitely win next week. We'll have the 1 seed. But yeah, definitely a home playoff game. Definitely 2 actually, because we clinched the top 2, 1 or 2. So just hoping to get that 1 seed.
Absolutely. Now, bumps and bruises. There's always some. We mentioned it a couple minutes ago. What do you got? How's everyone feeling? Who's not feeling so hot?
Yeah, I mean, late in the season, definitely have some injuries. Not as healthy as we'd like, but we're getting through it. We're getting younger guys prepared in practice. A lot of 2s played yesterday because we have 2 starting linemen that are out for the season. We have another starting defensive back that's probably out for the season, and Sam Brimlow has a sprained ligament in his knee that he's probably going to be out a couple of weeks. But we're going to be cautious with Sam because we know he can return, and we need him for the end of the season. And that's where it's most important with him.
Sam's really come a long way, Ronnie.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of my Wi-Fi real quick.
Okay.
And player, and from freshman year, he came in at like 100 and probably 20 pounds. And Sam, he loves the weight room, lifts all the time. Works really hard, and he's one of our strongest guys on our team now. And he's great at linebacker, great instincts. So
yeah. Getting back to the game, I gotta say honestly that the Landon was really on the money last night.
He was, and he was under pressure a little bit. He was flushed out a few times. He did a nice job. He actually tricked me, and I gave Calvin Hill the carry on one play, and he made a 7-yard gain for a first down on the other side.
I remember that play. That was a great play, Coach.
And he actually, on one of the run plays, he had a burst through that hole that I didn't really know he had, which really was impressive. And I don't think that Burrow did a bad job defensively in coverage. I just think it's the Landon factor that he puts the ball where your guy can get it and only your guy. And how about that extra point by Caleb? That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was good when he threw it in the end zone, and who was there to catch it? Calvin Hill. Coach Calvin has come a long way, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, switching positions, going from tight end primarily to primarily running back. But he's played some running back when he was playing youth, and he's doing a great job at running back. Teams have to really respect the run, but he's also great out of the backfield, and we do put him at tight end sometimes with Sam Brimlow, who's kind of played a little running back when we want to put Calvin at tight end. We did that a little bit throughout the season, but with Sam a little banged up, and Calvin playing the way he is, he might as well just be our main running back, and we'll kind of figure out the tight end and receiver spots. And he really helps the offense out, but defensively especially. I mean, defensive end, it's his first year playing defensive end. He was a linebacker, and he's just been unbelievable, causing havoc. But on that 2-point conversion, which was pretty funny, the bad snap or whatever happened. The best thing about that, no lineman went downfield. That's almost impossible in a play like that. So
I said that if there are actually no linemen downfield, that play is incredible, and none of them were. I was looking at them; they really were.
Yeah,
that was like a no look pass, and it
was. The officials didn't want to know they were going like this, shaking heads left and right. Nobody downfield. Unbelievable.
Hey, is my real quick, Sal? Is my connection bad? I'm gonna go out and come back in.
It was.
1 second.
Yeah, well, he's working on his stuff. Back to Calvin Hill. He's done such a great job this season, both sides of the ball, kick return. He's out there on absolutely everything.
Right.
And his side of the ball, they don't even. It gets to the point that they'll stop even challenging that side because he shuts it down. Offensively, he can block out of the backfield, he can catch out of the backfield, and he can run out of the backfield. And he's only a junior. I thought he was a senior.
Yeah.
I really did. So.
Junior. And I heard you. I caught most of the game live, and I went home.
I'm back.
And you're back. Okay, Coach.
Yeah.
We were talking about Calvin Hill
Yep.
while you were away.
And that scoop and score was nice by Ian Morissette. That was a
Oh.
really athletic play.
Man, he's got some speed, Coach. Where you get
Yeah,
that
well,
speed?
he's an excellent lacrosse player. You wouldn't think because he's got to wear number 67 because we moved him to line. So the number 67 probably fools some people, but he's a very good athlete. He's a great lacrosse player. So he's putting some of his athleticism into football, and especially into that play. It looked like a long wingspan there, kind of knocking that pitch down and scooping and scoring. And a few plays earlier on that, we went for it on 4th and short. At the time, obviously it turned out to be a mistake because we got sacked on the play, and we gave Barville the ball in our territory. So I was kind of second guessing myself. But the reason I do go for it on 4th down, in our own area or like around the 50, I have a ton of confidence in our defense to step up if we don't get it, even on a short field. I trust the defense to get us the ball back.
Folks.
Yeah, it's all right. So two plays later we got the ball back. So yeah, tough connections here.
Good for you.
And it must knock it down closing. Really, I mean, yeah, one game, Division 1 game, the situation was to winning, but so does the South Kingstown play last night or do they play?
South Kingston played Thursday night. They beat Mount Pleasant pretty good. Jordan was just texting me. I'm pretty sure we have the 1 seed from that win last night.
7 Westerly Bulldogs, unbelievable. But what a all right, go ahead, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. And this weekend, the new iPhone is here, and we have them all in stock. Come get the brand new orange iPhone 17 Pro or the brand new razor thin iPhone Air. The best part is trading your old iPhone and get up to $1,100 off. I mean, you get the brand new iPhone for free. But this weekend, you can get the brand new iPad and Series 11 Apple Watch for free. It's all happening down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. Don't delay. Stop in today.
Make your
All right, Coach. Let's try it. Let's try it again, right?
Yeah, it's still broken up. It's hard to hear you guys sometimes, but we'll try.
Give it
Yeah,
one more shot.
try it.
We'll try to play through it one more time.
Yeah, Coach Greg over here, I was going to say, Greg, my partner, had some stuff he wants to ask you. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering how if they played last night or if they're playing today.
South Kingston played Thursday. They played Mount Pleasant. They won pretty big.
If you hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm trying to answer. Yeah, South Kingston, they did play Thursday.
And how'd they make out?
Good. They won big. They won big against Mount Pleasant.
Well,
Okay, I got you. And how much do you know about Westwood? I mean, you know that it was a tough team to play.
Yeah, they like to run the football. You know, they got a big running back. So similar team than that they played last year. You know, they're very similar. They like to run the football. It's not the same running back, but you know, this kid's big and strong as well. So we got to stop the run first. We got to make them drive full length of the field and not give them quick, easy scores. And you know, as usual on offense, we can't turn the ball over. And you know, so we got to take what the defense is giving us because Moses Brown and Burrillville, they really kind of sold out to stop the pass. You know, they're playing 4 or 5 man boxes, kind of begging us to run. So you know, that's why some of the passing numbers are still obviously you know, impressive, but they're not, you know, astronomical because the teams are really starting to you know, put 7-8 in coverage when they're not blitzing. And they're kind of begging us to run, and you know, they want to beat us. If they're going to lose, they want to lose by the run, and that's why Calvin's been having such a great few weeks here. We've been kind of pounding the ball a little more and taking what the defense has been giving us. Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're having some technical issues.
Yeah, I'm not getting much back out of this.
Yeah,
For
for
the
sure.
folks out there that, all right, Coach, are you getting over to see the Stonington game this morning?
No, did they play? They played this morning or what? I thought they played last night and won, but maybe I was looking at something from last week. They play on a Saturday. They're playing today. Oh, it is.
Well,
It is.
Preps, I went online, but
They might be playing at Plainfield. Plainfield's
in Plainfield.
Oh yeah, so they might be playing today. Yeah,
oh, that's right.
Yeah, Plainfield's a co-op now.
They're kind of on the back burner at this point in this season.
Of course, we don't even want to think about them.
No.
You know, in fact, I know a kid who got kicked off of my varsity team in my junior year for mentioning. Coach Jerry said, "You're out of here." I told you no. We don't even talk about Stonington until the week before the game.
Well, the big thing about the Stonington game, though, if we win this year, we tie the overall series, which is, you know, I'm sure Westerly fans and players have been, you know, looking at that overall record for years and years. You know, I used to love looking at that insert in the paper, you know, looking at all the scores and you know, counting down the years, maybe we can tie this thing up and take the lead. And we're finally back in striking distance with a win this year. We'll tie the overall overall series record.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's definitely the reason to get the fire burning. No doubt about that.
So,
It's been a long time.
No, yeah.
Floor coming Friday night. When do you really start getting into it? This morning?
For what? For next week? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
When you start getting into that, you know, pull that thing.
So we're going to be watching today's game at 9 a.m. with the team, and then we're going to lift a little bit, stretch a little bit, lift a little bit, try to get out of here for, you know, before 11, And then on Monday we start preparing for West Warwick. Well, the coaches start preparing on Sunday. I mean, we'll get the game film either today or early tomorrow of West Warwick, and we'll watch some of their games, and then the coaches will kind of put our game plan together over the weekend, and we watch West Warwick games on Monday. We'll still tweak the game plan a little bit, because every time we watch film, you see a little more and more. You kind of pick up a few things, but we have the kind of basic structure of the game plan done by Monday, and then we might have a couple tweaks, put in on Tuesday, because we saw real practicing on Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday are our big practice days. Monday is more film and lift, and Thursday is more of a pregame. Kind of getting everything situated and sharpening everything up and making sure everything runs smoothly as for Thursday. So.
Sounds good, Coach. We appreciate it as always. You coming on. It's still only, I don't even know what time it is. 8:30, and you got training, you got lifting at 9.
Yep.
And then it's on to West Warwick and hopefully two home games. Yeah. I can't wait. I mean, last night brought me back. It really did. It'd been a while since that environment was like that, since I've been up there, to be honest. And it was fantastic, man. I couldn't fall asleep when I got home. I was drenched with sweat from the game, and I sat down and watched it. It was an awesome night, and you're doing a phenomenal job. I hope some of these guys can heal up for us and move on out for that. I know the ultimate goal. I don't know if you talk about it, but you got to stay within the week. I don't have to. But I know the ultimate goal here this year, and you guys got your eyes firmly set on it. It's going to be fantastic to watch this final push here.
Yeah, Coach, I wanted to give a shout out to all the guys that played, and they all played well, but one in particular is really grabbed the attention of media, and that's Caleb Williams. I mean, he is like an unbelievable athlete. What an asset! Not that he's a superstar in every position or any position, but he's just the all-around guy that seems to come through in the clutches.
He's as good or better at lacrosse too, believe it or not. He is an athlete.
Yeah, how about that? Family, basketball too, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. He's very, very, very versatile athlete, and especially football player, because he can play tight end. He can play split out a little more. He plays the slot. He's played quarterback. Obviously, he's filled in for Landon, and he does our kicking. He kicks off. He kicks extra points, and he plays. He started off in his career as a safety, playing defense. Defensive safety for us, and now he's all the way. Made his way down to the defensive line. He went from safety to outside backer to defensive end, and I think he found his spot at defensive end since he being 6'4". Not too many 6'4" safeties, so he kind of got too big for playing in the secondary, and he's perfectly built for pass rushing defensive end, but he's also great against the run. I mean, him and Calvin at the ends have been amazing.
Yeah, really, you guys do have two stud ends, you really do. Yeah, and Caleb was one of two. I gave Kobe Champlin and Caleb were the Ed French and Son player of the game last night. I tried to spread it around, but Kobe had 2 strip stacks. I think he got one of them, and they recovered one of them. He had a pretty nice day at the line, from what I could see.
Yeah, Kobe's really flourished at defensive tackle. He's never played football before. Mike Contrary loves that. Mike Contrary loves that. Coach Contrary loves that type of player too, because it's like a clean slate. He doesn't know anything about football or defense, so Mike can kind of teach him from the ground up, and he's really come alive. So when Jack got injured, Colby had to fill in, and he's done an amazing job. And he just keeps getting better and better every week. So he's going to be, by the end of the season, he's going to be top of his game, and he really adds to the defensive line. We got Damon Uva's also inside. He's only 170 pounds, and thing with Damon, which is amazing, is his freshman year he was a running back and probably 6th string. His second year he's trying to get on the field. He moved to tight end. He's still probably the 4th or 5th tight end. Then last year we're like, we need spots on the line. And he was 160 pounds playing starting guard for us. And he's a great leader. He's been a captain since his junior year. And I can't say enough good things about Damon. He'll do anything you want. He's been playing center because Jack was our center and he's hurt. So Damon's never played any of these positions before, and he's doing amazing. So he's on the D line also with Calvin and stuff. What's up?
I said he's always on the pile somewhere defensively as well.
Yeah. So
I didn't realize it, but yeah, most of the defensive front, you guys are solid.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
kind of taking over a somewhat leadership position too. I saw him up giving some commands. That was great.
Yeah.
What year is he?
Damon's a senior. Yeah. So he's a 2-year captain. You know, it's pretty rare.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's definitely an honor to be a captain for 2 years.
He's definitely our vocal.
This is a good squad.
You
can tell that
he's our most vocal leader too.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you very much. We got Coach Pizarro in the wings here, and
thank you.
A little bit of a time crunch at the end, so
good
luck with the week. You know, I'll be in touch with you trying to get a little and everything.
Well,
I learned how to get into that huddle thing you sent me too.
Yeah.
So I think giving you a call this weekend or something.
Yeah, you should be all set with it. Thank you for having me on here.
Thank you very much,
Coach. We're proud of you. All right.
Coach Pizarro.
Coach Pizarro, man. I haven't seen you in a while, Coach. I haven't heard you in a while. About 6 hours.
You know, I was there last night. No, I was there last night doing the PA. Listen, man, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling when you don't have to coach anything, but you're excited for a game. Like, I was pumped up yesterday. That's a huge game. We haven't beaten Burrville in a long time. So I was excited from a fan perspective to go to the game. You know, I mean, I'm excited because one of my real good friends on the staff, Carlos Rios, and he's, loving coaching, and I'm so happy for him. So, like, I get fired up for these games, and I just got to be the voice, of just, what the heck's going on. And I was, pumped up last night. It was a fun game to watch, man. It's been a fun group of players to watch. And then, if you think of just Westerly in general, man, it's been a great fall season. Soccer, Angie's crew is surprised a lot of people, and they made the playoffs. And I mean, I can't say enough about volleyball. I mean, I'm fortunate. I go to every game. My daughter plays on the team. In football, man, these guys are just, when do you see a team that's, consistently putting 35 to 40 points up? It's just an exciting team to watch, So, I mean, we just got exciting teams all over the place.
Yeah, speaking of volleyball, man, I'd be remiss if we didn't bring them up. I mean, they're the best volleyball team I've had the opportunity to see or broadcast for. They're good at all positions, all the girls are, and they're very well coached. Obviously, Coach Hoff and company do a great job with them. They have title hopes, obviously, directly in sight. They don't want anything less. And then there's the Lila Hoff factor, which is just incredible. And that article was so well written about her in the paper. She's actually graduating in January. She's got enough credits and going up to Manhattan University and starting early with the team. That's all incredible stuff. It's super impressive. I think she's a physics major. So that team, she's the middle of the core, I would say, but that team all around, every one of them, your daughter, Ella Reyes, everyone contributes from sophomores to juniors to seniors. There's a couple freshmen that rotate through, and they don't skip a beat. So, I mean, if my math's correct, 18-0, that means that's 54 games. So they went, 51-3 in each individual games played in the season. That's insane.
Yeah. You got it. You got it right. They have just been very dominant. And they have just played so well, and I feel fortunate that Gemma's on that team because, like you said, having someone like Lila off.
She contributes.
Yes, listen, I'm the basketball coach, man. I could never get my daughter. I try to get her to play some basketball, and she could play. But man, she goes onto a volleyball court and she is just like, I sometimes look at my father and I shake my head. I'm like, I can't believe she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
and she's playing. She's playing really well. I mean, and the coach and me when we were home, I always try to say to her like, hey, you do whatever you're asked to do. Your job is to block. Block everything. Get a piece of everything. Like to me, like a deflection in basketball is like a deflection in volleyball. Like you're disrupting what the other team's doing on offense. So I go, just be a disruptor. And that's what she's done. But I feel fortunate for her that she's got a kid like Lila and a kid like Ella Keegan and Savea Crawford and Allison Miranda and a kid with who's the work ethic of an Ella Reyes who this is just staying in shape for her. You know what I mean? I mean, she's probably when it's all said and done, one of the best female basketball players that is going to come through here in a long time. So they're just wicked deep, and I just feel fortunate, as a parent watching, for the team that she's got these kids that that are good role models, and the coaching staff handles themselves the right way, and everything is positive right now. And now, it's one of those things like now that you're in the playoffs and you're undefeated, the expectation changes. For them, they're locked in, and I think they have their sights on getting to Rhode Island College on November the 8th. So that's what I'm excited for. So I've been just pumped up watching, games I don't have to coach. Last night, loving the volleyball season. So it's been a real treat.
Ooh, okay, I think I did read that. Yeah. But that's so. What's next? Are they all done with their division schedule now?
Yes, they're done. They're done with their regular season. They will play on Wednesday night versus West Warwick as the first round of their playoffs.
Okay.
So,
More accurate.
Okay.
and
That's right from
Now,
yeah,
home, obviously.
that's a home game. Yes,
How
that's
many
a home
home
game.
games?
So they'll be. So they will
So
have
they could get
that
2
game.
home
If
games,
they,
probably?
correct, similar to football, which is pretty inevitable. I think. I mean, I'm not the coach, so I could say it. I mean, listen, for football, I don't see anybody in Division Two.
That's it.
I'm being honest. I don't see anybody other than not West Warwick. I think we hammer West Warwick next week. I'm not a coach, so I'm a fan. So they don't need that for bulletin board material. I don't coach the team. I think we hammer West Warwick next week. Eventually, I think for us to get a Super Bowl championship, we got to go through South Kingstown. And they're a completely different style team. And I work in South Kingstown 3 days a week. One of my buddies, one of my dear friends, is a former coach there, and they have a completely different style. So football, that's what they're looking at. Probably 2 playoff games, and I think eventually you're going to have to get through SK. And for volleyball, I think you're looking at 2 playoff games. I think the best team that I'm really crapping on West Warwick right now, and I don't care. I think we're going to destroy West Warwick, but I probably shouldn't be talking like this. I think Cumberland in the semis is going to be a really big game because Cumberland can play. We played them once this year, and they really could play. So that's going to be the big matchup. And then once you get to Rhode Island College, then all bets are off, man. You just go all in and see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun ride. It is in both sports. This is when I just get so excited. My watch told me yesterday during the game at one point, my resting heart rate was like 178 beats a minute.
Oh, wow.
I got excited on some of the plays. I tried to stay on the rest of the time. But thanks so much, Coach.
No problem. Hey, I appreciate it. If anybody's got time today, the fall festival will be all day in the quad at Westerly High School. That's why I'm actually going to jump off right now because I got to start setting up. We got a little fundraiser for the basketball team. There's a fundraiser for the softball team. There's all kind of gifts and things being sold here. The Highland Grill, the Bulldog crew's making food. So I'll be at the fall festival all day. If anyone is around listening to this, stop by the high school. There'll be all kind of stuff going on for the fall fest.
That's today, huh? That's today.
I didn't know that. I'm going to stop by. I didn't even know it existed, to be honest.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. All right. Well, thank you, Coach. And we don't have anyone on deck, and we have our internet issues. So this week might be cut a little bit short for us, but we will have it fixed.
Yeah, no problem. We talk a little bit about the volleyball team. If I was reading correctly, the Providence Journal ranked them the #1 team in the state.
Yeah,
including all divisions. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
The team is unbelievable. They really are. The ball just doesn't hit the ground very often.
No, it doesn't.
Most of their games, you can add their opponent's scores from all 3 games in the sweep, and it doesn't even equal 25. So if they put all 3 games together, those would be lost one.
That's really incredible.
That's crazy.
You know, a lot of basketball players, or vice versa, play volleyball.
Yep.
Because of the jumping.
Yeah, it's a lot of similarities that you're working on.
Yeah. Unbelievable, really. It's like these girls are a lot of them. The Keegan girl and the Reyes girl and I don't know.
Gemma.
Yeah, they all play basketball.
There's so many. Allison, Miranda, Savannah Crawford is having a fantastic year. I mean, I don't want to miss any names, so I'm not going to go through them.
Yeah, because we'll miss a few.
Yeah, and I feel terrible.
I talked to my granddaughter. You got to make sure you mention them all. If you're going to mention one, unbelievable. So anyway, yeah, we're on to the playoffs in 2 sports at least. We got volleyball and football.
Yeah,
we're not on to the playoffs yet in football. Then we got one more.
One more to go. Yeah. Well, we're in the show. So from there on, it's 4-wheel drive, 100 miles an hour, and leave it all out on the field for these guys. And it just makes things so exciting for us. And it started for me last night. It was just an awesome environment. It's a great time. And
big crowd.
Big home crowd anyway. Yeah, huge crowd. And that's because the town's starting to see that this team might go somewhere. It happens towards this time of the year every year. But this Bulldog team does have what it takes, it seems, if they can put things together, keep landing upright, give them a little bit of time, even a little bit more time than they did last night. But other than that, I agree with Coach Lozado. They're going to eventually clash with South Kingstown. And I don't know who's going to clash with the volleyball team. They just swept Mount Hope. That was the big one. They were undefeated. They don't seem to stumble or slow down at all. And it's going to be exciting. The boys soccer team made the playoffs, and once you're in, you never know. That team has as much heart as any squad we have on the field here in the fall. We'll definitely have Coach Luzzy on next week because we won't have a time frame. And he's not here at the moment. So,
Coach Luzzy did a good job filling in for you at the volleyball.
Oh, he's going to join me this year too. Absolutely.
He said you need to be a little bit crazy.
Absolutely. Basketball. He's going to be doing basketball with me. It's going to be great. Or you can do different games, or whatever the case may be, however Ben sets it up. But he's going to be a part of it for sure. And that's what you want. He loves Westerly. He loves Westerly sports, and he coaches the right way. He coaches and turns these guys into young men that you'd be proud to know and proud to have.
That's the kind of coach you want.
That's what you want. He's got a family. So does Coach. Yeah, I mean, the environment has changed recently here in sports at Westerly. Just the family dynamic, the coaching, they all seem to be on the same plane with a very similar plan, and it's successful at the moment. So I'm excited.
And Greg, that really starts in the I call it Pee Wee leagues, the Pee Wee leagues. Yeah, that starts there. They're having lunches and breakfast together before games, and they're a family.
Yeah, I buy into that. Yeah, I believe in that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you mentioned Pee Wees. If you hadn't had enough football, Pee Wees today 3, 5, and 7 versus Stonington season finale. The juniors and the seniors are both undefeated, and Matt. It's going to be, if you can't go the whole day, you just want to time. Try to get there for 6:30. The senior game will start at about 7:15, but there's a huge tribute that's going to happen to Joe Baca, and he deserves as many people in the crowd there as possible. The man put in 64 years, still a part of the league, and he's going to be honored today, which is going to be just phenomenal. And I think the league did a really good thing. So that being said, my girls are at 3, juniors are at 5, seniors are at 7. And that's all I got for you. Sal, you want to wrap it up?
Well, just if any, I didn't really get the chance to watch the game last night that much because it was a late game at at the high school. But the Toronto Blue Jays shellacked the Los Angeles Dodgers last night.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
And what was the big moment came when the pinch hitter comes up, bases loaded, grand slam.
Hits it out of the park.
Hits it out of the park, right? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the town of front. So they're playing tonight. They're all the games are all at the same time. That guy came up to me and said, "Well, I don't want the West Coast. I don't like when the West Coast teams are. They'll be starting late. No, they don't. Everybody starts at the same time, no matter who's in it or where you're from. They're all 8:05 games, which I think is not the way I would do it because I want to do it so that the kids can actually watch a game and stay up like we were kids. They play in the afternoon now.
How you fighting against the
No. This is the first great way to kick off the first time. Sal and Greg, the M&M boys,
That's gonna be great.
together. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to develop as we go along, and we want to make sure that we teach people that how to get us. That's probably the biggest thing that you have to get used to. If the young fans, they're there, the people that have computers and they're adept at their cell phones and stuff. There's still a lot of old timers that don't understand what's going on. We have to educate them to that.
I agree with you on that 100%. So I really do. I totally do. It took me even a little while when I was working here, but you're absolutely right. That being said,
and we'll do it. That being said, we're gonna call it a day.
Good first shot. It's gonna get better. The internet will be better next time, and we move forward, folks. So I'm glad for whoever tuned in. Tune in next Saturday, 8 a.m. And that's it for us.
All right, partner. All right. Take it away, Ben.